All right, Walter Wofford here, short-term rental operator and owner in Jackson, Mississippi. Here's one right here that's directly across the street from my house. Works out just fine. So I have something for you today that I think you're going to enjoy if you implement it. It's a strategy to take the chaos out of your finances surrounding short-term rentals. And if you can solve this piece of the chaos of paying bills, receiving money, paying cleaners, vendors, and all that, then it'll give you a lot more free time. So hang in there, watch this short video, and let me know if I can help you. Thank you. All right, for any of you that want to see our properties, our short-term rental properties, just go to our direct booking site, and you can just type in your browser MississippiShortStays.com, and it'll pop up. And the reason I want you to see that is you may want a site like this, a direct booking site. I save hundreds of dollars every week in not paying Airbnb and VRBO fees, and it doesn't cost much to build this site. So I'll be happy to give you the site builder's contact information if you want to reach out to them. Okay, now for today's lesson, we got to give the backdrop of Profit First. This is a book that came out in 2014. I read it and I couldn't figure a way to implement it because I couldn't get my bank to cooperate with as many free accounts as I needed to pull off this method. What it is, it's more like the old envelope budgeting system, but they've made it modern and digital budgeting system. So I actually have, for my 7 properties, each of the properties have 20 sub accounts. These are standalone checking accounts. So for my 7 properties, I've got 140 free banking accounts. All right, so that allows me to segment the cost and income and look at each property as a standalone, the metrics of it. Anyway, so I would suggest you go get this book and read it, Mike Michalowicz, and you can see why his system of taking your profit first makes a lot more sense to me. And then if you want me to help you set up your accounts, this fintech company called Relay was created several years ago to implement the profit first system. And as I've told many people, that I couldn't operate my short-term rental business without it today. It allows me much, much more free time because I'm not having to do things that I can automate, and I'm happy to show you. All right, so right now we're going to look at a video that my AI team helped me create, and I hope you enjoy it, and I'll have an offer for you at the end.
Welcome. Today, we are going to talk about something that drives a lot of short-term rental hosts absolutely crazy: financial chaos. But don't worry, we're going to break down a really simple but incredibly powerful strategy. One account per property that's going to bring some serious clarity and control to your business. Let's dive right in.
All right, so for all you hosts out there, let me ask you, does this feel a little too familiar? You've got money coming in from Airbnb, money flying out for cleaners, repairs, supplies, and at the end of the month, you're just staring at this one giant bank statement trying to make sense of it all. It really can feel like you're trying to navigate through a thick fog.
And look, this is a perfect example of the problem. Your properties are just not the same. That beachfront condo, it might be a rock star in the summer, but it's got these huge cleaning and maintenance costs. Meanwhile, your downtown apartment is the steady workhorse, bringing in predictable cash flow all year. When you mix all of that into one big financial pot, you completely lose sight of which property is truly your star player. And that's what we're going to call the STR financial fog. It's that feeling of just not being sure. It's caused by mixing all your income and expenses together, and it makes it basically impossible to make smart, data-driven decisions for your business.
So when you've got everything all jumbled up, you are, for all intents and purposes, flying blind. You have no idea which of your properties are the real cash cows and which ones might be sneakily draining your bank account. You're missing the true story of your portfolio. This is where this strategy forces a really important mindset shift. You stop asking, how much money did I make this month? And you start asking, how is each one of my assets performing?
But what if you could just blow all that fog away? Well, there's a way to get that crystal clear visibility, and you know what? It is so much simpler than you think. This is the move that puts you right back in the driver's seat.
And here it is, the big secret. The strategy is so beautifully simple. one separate checking account for each individual rental property you own. That's it. All the income for that property goes into its own dedicated account, and all the expenses for that property get paid from that same account. Simple, right? Okay, now we get to the fun part. By making this one little change, you unlock what we're calling the 5 big wins. And these are not just small perks, okay? These will fundamentally change how you manage and, more importantly, how you grow your business. So here they are. You get precise profitability tracking, way simpler tax prep, better cash flow management. It supports advanced methods, and it gives you a huge boost in your scalability and professionalism. I mean, that is a powerful list. Let's dig into a couple of my absolute favorites. First up, the tracking. With separate accounts, you can see, like in an instant, which properties are your winners. But this isn't just about feeling good, right? This is about data. You can actually analyze why your top properties are doing so well, and then you can take those lessons and apply them across your entire portfolio. It's all about knowing how each asset is really, truly working for you. And oh my gosh, let's talk about everyone's favorite time of year, tax season. With this system, all your deductible expenses are already neatly sorted by property. This makes filling out those Schedule E forms for the IRS an absolute breeze. We're talking hours of stress saved and potentially hundreds of dollars in accounting fees you don't have to pay. And this isn't just for beginners. This strategy sets you up for some really powerful next-level financial management. It works perfectly with methods like Profit First, which is a system where you actually set aside money for profit and for your own pay before you pay expenses. This ensures your business is profitable by design, and you're building up healthy cash reserves for the future. All right, I can see you nodding along. You get it. You see the benefits. But the big question is, how do you actually do it? So let's break down a super simple 4-step action plan to make this happen. Seriously, it's this straightforward. 1, open a main business account. 2, under that, create individual sub-accounts for each property. 3, you just log into Airbnb and Vrbo and point the payouts for each listing to its new specific account. And 4, use a dedicated debit card for each property to pay for all of its expenses. Done! Now, I know what some of you are probably thinking. Isn't managing a dozen bank accounts a massive hassle? What about all those monthly fees? And you know what? Those are totally valid concerns, if we were still living in the world of old-school traditional banking. But this table shows just how much things have changed. Modern financial platforms have completely rewritten the rules. The old way meant fees, annoying account limits, and juggling a bunch of different logins. The new way? We're talking 0 monthly fees, the ability to open 20 or more accounts, and managing everything from one single clean dashboard. The old hassles, they're pretty much gone. So let's bring this all home. This strategy is not just some little organizing hack. It's about building a solid financial foundation that lets your business go from just surviving to actually truly thriving. It's about treating your portfolio like what it is, a collection of distinct individual assets, each with its own story to tell. And here's what's so critical. As you grow and add more properties, this system prevents that financial chaos that holds so many hosts back. Plus, it makes you look incredibly professional. The next time you walk into a bank for a loan on your next property, having these clean, organized, property-specific records gives you instant credibility. And that really leaves us with one last question you should ask yourself. Are you building a business that just kind of gets by, or are you designing a scalable, professional operation that's built for long-term success? Because the answer to that question often starts with getting your financial foundation right. I really hope this helps you do just that.
Okay, hope you enjoyed that video. Walter Wofford here. I have an offer for you. I believed in Relay so much that I went through their training, became a banking partner with Relay, and spent a lot of time on it. And I can show you in 45 minutes what it took me 45 hours to learn. And all you got to do is reach out to me either by text or by email, and here's the information in front of you. And I'll send you a demonstration that I recently created, and then we can set up a time to talk further. All right, Walter Wofford out. Thank you.